Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of lines parallel or perpendicular to axes. This is standard A.2G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 36 of the 2017 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we need to find the equation of a line that passes through, one point. It has a slope of 0. Interesting. All right, so slope makes me think maybe slope-intercept form, but I'm not really sure if that's going to work. So let's draw a picture here of a graph. Let's just see if we can put these equations on here, because this is kind of an interesting set of equations. So if I'm going to say x equals 7, all right, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so here's my 7. All right, so if x equals 7, so that means that this is going to be parallel to the y-axis. When you see equations that just say x equals or y equals, then you know it's going to either be parallel to the x-axis or parallel to the y-axis. So when I'm looking at parallel, this x equals 7, I know it's parallel to the y-axis because that means no matter what I do with my line right here, the x is going to be 7. Doesn't tell me what the y is, but it tells me that the x is going to equal 7. So it's a straight line that's completely vertical, goes up or down. All right, so let's look at y equals -2. All right, so we'll just kind of draw y equals -2. This is going to be parallel. It's always opposite. It's parallel to, if it's y equals -2, that's going to be parallel to the x-axis, because now the only thing that's defined is my y. And no matter what I do with my line here, my y is going to equal -2. So let's put that right there. X equals -2, so I'll put this right here. That's -1, -2. So this is going to be another vertical line. If my x is equal to -2, it's another vertical line that is parallel to my y-axis. X equals -2. Let's make that negative. Let's label this as parallel to y-axis. Another way to say this is it is parallel to the y-axis, but you notice it's also perpendicular. Right? It's another way to describe it, to the x-axis. So when I have an x equals, that means it's going to actually be perpendicular to that axis. It's parallel to the opposite axis. And I could do that with all of these if I really wanted to. Those two work for that one. Y equals 7. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just going to draw it this way. So another y equals 7 is going to be y equals 7. And that's going to be parallel to the x-axis. All right, so I've drawn all four, and I need to find, so it needs to go through the point -2, 7. So here is my -2, 7. So you see how it connects right there? Okay, so I've got two different options. So it could be this x equals -2, could be this y equals 7. All right, so both of those work, but it has a slope of 0. All right, so slope of 0 is not going to look at the slope-intercept form, rise over run. Well, I can't do this x equals -2 because that's undefined slope, because it's over 0, and you can't divide anything by 0. So this is going to be a 0 over 5, 4, 3, doesn't matter. So my answer is J.